Hey, Archer Boy, Hollywood Ghost here. Welcome back to another episode of the Open Sounds. I'm about to say Open Sounds, Mike. Open Sounds with Hollywood Ghost, the rapper here on YouTube. The first thing I would say, go ahead and please like and subscribe to the channel. It's lots of fun. I know that the podcast episodes are not exciting. I don't have like an intro thing yet. I'm working on in the near future. I'm trying to get a new face cam. I have a studio cam for what I use for my music and everything, but I have to get that fixed. So I haven't had a chance to get that fixed over the years. Some of my studio equipment has to get replaced. Some of it hasn't, but I'm not going to go into details on that. um, One thing I will say that everything that I've been doing up until this point has been critical to some of the things. For example, with the channels and getting back on my feet that way, doing what I need to do for the channels, it's been a lot of pressure on me, but it's been a lot of fun. One thing I will say outside of that and after that is right now I'm just going through a lot of things right now in my personal life, and I'm also dealing with a lot of things that are really concrete for my music that's been really kind of struggling in a way. I just got back to writing in a way, not really writing, but I got back to writing in a way where I'm getting concepts again. I'm not just writing for fun anymore. So I'm trying now to get motivation or something to now write like I used to write, and I'm now getting back to that. So I have like four. I already wrote like four new songs plus two side songs. So that's like six songs I already recorded. I mean, not recorded, wrote already. That's ready to be worked on, and I'm working on this new promo single. And I know I said I was supposed to release promo singles during 2024 during summer vacation stuff like that, but it's been really hard for me because I've been dealing with my 9 to 5, my day job and stuff like that, and kind of having some ups and downs that way. But I've been having lots of fun creating the content, doing this 9 to 5, this job, and I've been trying to really build up the stuff. It's not as important as it is because I have some people saying to me that it's not as heavy or you know doing anything as much important as it should do, like my day job. But I'm trying to make this my 9 to 5, so I'm not really putting my all the other way into this, but I have to the other way in order for this to work. But like I said, I'm not going to go into details about that also as well. But that's just the understanding of what I said in the beginning of the podcast here in this episode. I just really want to say that I'm trying my best the other way and trying to make this work because I have so much that I want to work on. And I've been doing this for like 14 and a half years now. And I've been trying to get back to how I was in the 2013, how I was in 2013 and 2012, trying to get, you know, my channel running the way it needs to. But that was the main channel. This is the beat channel. So to build the beat channel, the gaming channel, and the main channel and the vlog channel all up together to be next to each other is not as simple and easy as it seems. I need to put work into like two or three of the channels to some degree to balance it out throughout the year. Um, I'm now getting, like I said, on the beat channel doing this project here, and now I can finally announce it. So by the time this episode of the podcast comes out, it's already out on the beat channel here and everything like that. So that's just one of the things I could talk about. And the beats that I have coming soon, I already released a few beats you guys can see so far here on the beat channel. I released only 3 beats, but a fourth one's coming out today. Today is September 19th, 2024. It's 10:57 in the morning, and I'm recording this episode now. I have a new beat coming out at 12 o'clock today, so there's gonna be another beat coming out soon. And it's gonna be called City of Dreams beat. Let me go ahead and put the screen black for a second so you guys don't see this for a second. You guys are gonna hear the stuff come up and everything, but you're not gonna really, hear anything. Can I? Oh shoot, I forgot I have to add the audio for this part. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, oh yeah, no, never mind. I remember how to do it. I just couldn't think for a second. Audio capture ready. This one, Google, and then add the audio for. Hold on. Let me open it first and then get the audio set up. It might be a little loud for a second for you guys. Also, I need to turn this down. Lower that down so you guys don't hear it through the studio mic. I'll click on that later. Just rewind that. So this is like a little sneak peek of the beat that's already out right now. So you guys could then somewhat get to hear what's coming out today on September, 19th, of course. So, alright, so let's go ahead and bring it back. And here you go. So this is a song called, the beat called City of Dreams. This is just a little sneak peek of what it is. It's like a stargaze, like a soft, kind of beat that I was working on, but it's not really anything concrete. Like I said, the beats that I'm working on right now, they're more relating to being 1 minute type beats because I'm trying to just learn how to use the beat program. I'm sort of learning now a certain way. Now I got a like little pattern that I'm doing, and it's kind of forming in a good way, and I like where it's going. So here's a little sneak peek of the beat, but you guys can go listen to the full beat when it comes out on the channel, or it's already out now. So yeah, so that's just a little sneak peek of the beat. So you guys could go ahead and hear that on the channel, on the beat channel right now. Like I said, it's coming out later today at 12 o'clock. But like I said, by the time this episode of the podcast is out, it's already been out like how many weeks ago. So yeah, so that's that for this episode. But this one, I'm going to talk about certain things only in this episode. And it's going to be me talking about why I chose cyberpunk theme concepts for the beats and what's the future concepts for the beat channel in the future for the beats. So one thing I will say that the first, let me go ahead and go back to the main channel. I'm at the homepage of the beat channel. One thing I could say so far is that the beat channel, the reason why I went with like cyberpunk beats like this one right here, let me click on this one and show you the beat for Before You Lie to Me beat. Let me load down a little bit, because the reason why I chose this beat, or like why I made cyberpunk type beats for, wait, hold on, what is the audio like copying itself? I think I accidentally added, I did not mean to rewind it like that. I think I added a second one by accident. Okay. Let me delete that then. Okay. Let me play it again. Oh, so then I did set up like an audio thing. Oh my goodness. I'm just so confused right now because I'm just trying to like edit some of this stuff in real time. But the reason why I made these cyberpunk type kind of beats is because of the way how I wanted to give like the feeling of having something futuristic and kind of going with what I've been feeling for the past few months. And when me and my mom had like a little position where we kind of like moved in a way from where we used to live, um the feeling of like dealing with that pain of cyberpunk and playing the game and going through all these emotions playing the game kind of really showed something in me a lot. And like I said, cyberpunk is the biggest game in the world to me. It's my number one favorite game to play. And after seeing the TV show cyberpunk on Netflix, Edge Runner TV show, it really pushed that to a whole nother level. Partly how I feel about what I'm trying to say is that I felt super inspired throughout all the basic stuff that I normally would feel of life, and how cyberpunk actually corrected a lot of things that the real world or the future of the real world, like how people really look at things, don't really see that key element of certain things throughout uh the world or how things evolve. And people, I feel like that's one thing people don't really pay attention to, is the way how some of the things that we like or look at that don't seem all right is actually the better way for the future. Some things in the government or like the other stuff, I'm not going into that because we don't talk about the government and stuff like that in my music or on the podcast, whatever. Because like I'm making the same rules throughout the basic stuff like I do for my music. Because there's 4 topics I don't talk about. I talk about I'm just gonna name them and just tell you, but I'm not gonna go into details of it. The government's one. I already said one of them, so I don't talk about my music in my music or in anything relating on the gaming channel or what I do. I don't talk about the government because I don't need the FBI or the CIA or the DEA or the FBI, the NSA coming after me. So that's why I don't talk about that stuff, regardless or whatever. But the next other thing is that I don't talk about religion in my music a certain way. I might say certain things here and there, but I'm not saying anything about religion in my music, so I'm not talking about that. And then I don't talk about certain. I'm not gonna say it this way because I don't want to get in trouble for sexual content or whatever. But I'm not talking about certain love things or certain things about women in my music or certain things a certain way, because I don't talk about that, and I'm not like no other rapper that would talk about those kind of topics or whatever. And the reason why I could say that is because that I had a little incident happen the other day. I'm not going into details about it because I put a tweet out on Twitter about what happened. It was really a heavy moment, and I felt really hurt from what happened, and that's why I don't talk about certain sexual things or women a certain way in my music a certain way. But I'm not going into details of that either, like I said. And then I don't talk about certain drugs in my music or certain things. Oh, and I have my little moments where I do certain personal things for myself with certain drugs, but I'm not saying what. But I'm not going into details. Like I said, I don't talk about that regardless in my music. Those are the 4 things I don't talk about in my music. So drugs, certain sexual content, the government and the religion stuff I don't talk about at all in my music. So certain things in my music I don't talk about, and those are the 4 topics. But I'm just going into that context of that. But the whole point of cyberpunk concept themes that I do talk about or whatever, it's more relating to me talking about like a feeling that really speaks on a different level. And for example, I'm just gonna show it. I'm not gonna play it. I gotta make sure I don't get in trouble for this. I do not want to get in trouble. The factor of cyberpunk, and let me see if I could bring it up real quick. Um, crap! I forgot the other end. It didn't go through. So let me go ahead and mute this in a way. Uh, well, hold on. Do that first. Mute that. Okay, good. So this is the first thing I will say. Okay, good. It's not playing through the podcast right now. All right. So let me go ahead and do this so you guys could see. I'm just trying to set it up in a way right now. So you got to give me a second. Please, why this has to be a commercial right now when I'm doing this. So, okay. Oh, that's something I could look at also as well. But I'll show you guys that in a second. Also, as a bonus piece. But yeah, you guys saw it in a second ago. But the thing is, though, this is the other thing. I'm only going to play a piece of this. Only for the intro part. So
Hello, this is Nina Kravitz, and you're going to be listening to the music that I specifically composed for Majestic Cyberpunk 2077 game. I hope you enjoy.
So yeah, that's just one of the things. I don't want to get in trouble, but we're leaving it like that. Um, I could show also this, I think, because this is something different. But
After the interview or after the party,
I gotta look at this later.
go and start working. You know, that's why I was not really drinking, doing anything. I was always sober, just dancing like for hours on the dance floor because I knew that I have to go back to the university at 8 o'clock.
So yeah. So I didn't want to show that, but I just wanted to click on that real quick. Let me go back to the channel. Please do not get in trouble. The channel. So yeah. So that's the key point of open that back out. There you go. All right. So like I said, so that's just why the whole point of what I'm trying to say is with Cyberpunk. The reason why is because that I had this other feeling through the key point of why Cyberpunk is evolving, and many people don't see that through music, and that's why I'm obsessed with the other factor of Cyberpunk with the music. So it's for me to create these Cyberpunk type kind of beats, it's because of that feeling that many people don't really know about through something like that for like technology or certain things like that. If you're not a computer person, you really wouldn't get that feeling. That's what I'm trying to say. It's basically that feeling that I'm trying to talk about or explain. If you don't have that, feeling of loving computers, you wouldn't really understand. Because like I said, the feeling for that is basically seeing how Apple and Samsung and certain things like that, whatever in the world, certain technology companies, big tech companies are evolving certain things in a big way. And like, for example, when Nvidia, why I almost said Nvidia is a she. Nvidia, um, they became the number one PC company in the world because they passed AMD, and they made the graphics card for the GeForce Nvidia graphics card for PC, and it was like a powerful PC graphics card. And a lot of people don't seem to realize that they had thought of something that was really innovative on PC, on computers, and they pushed that boundary and they went higher. And now it's like AMD is behind Nvidia, and Nvidia just started a few years ago in the early 2000s as like a small, computer program company that created like little computer components and stuff like that. And now for them to make these big graphic cards and now be the world's biggest PC graphic card company in the world, it's like crazy, you know? So that's the reason why I'm just saying, for the whole example, why the point of why Cyberpunk is like the main concept theming right now, what I'm going through right now. It really wavers on so many different levels right now for me. It feels right to make like these heartfelt cyberpunk type concepts on the Beat channel and make them come to life instead of just playing the game Cyberpunk and live streaming it on the gaming channel, on ISO and the Nagara XP channel and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of people don't seem to know that feeling or wonder why it's such a big major thing for me. And I really love that. And Cyberpunk is more than just a game to me, and it's more than just a format of a lifestyle to me, because I feel like a lot of people don't seem to see where Cyberpunk is taking the world. It's taking the world in a particular future or direction in the future that many people don't see, and I like that really bad. And I really hope that a lot of people get to see and understand that. So the concepts for those kind of beats on the channel is basically, throughout everything I'm trying to explain for the concepts. So that's just one of them. But I'm working now. I'm gonna shift now to the next part of the podcast because we're coming up to the half point of the podcast where I want to talk about the future of the channel. So now we're talking about the concepts of what I have planned for the future of the channel, for what's planned. The first thing I will say is that for the concepts that I have planned that are coming up next, this one is more of like the not the boom bap factor like Bob with the mixtape Ultra 85, or like Confession of a Dangerous Mind or Vinyl Days or College Park and stuff like that, or Young Sinatra Volume 4, the fact of what I'm trying to do now, I want to do like a evolution kind of, spacey kind of beat in a way, but a bit more gritty. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is like the beats I want to work on now after the cyberpunk concept uh series that I'm working on right now on the beat channel. I want to work on more of like these blue collar, hard work, gritty kind of, beats in a way. And those kind of beats are going to be really special because they're going to talk about certain things where like they will speak on certain feelings where if you look at like somebody working hard, like they're working like 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, kind of beat. It's like those kind of hours are like those grind, gritty, like let's do this kind of beat. And that's what I want to work on next. And they're gonna be a bit turn up. They're gonna be a bit soft here, and like they're still gonna be turn up beats, but they're not gonna be like too crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of like they're the middle ground kind of blue collar, like I said, gritty type. Let's get up and get to work kind of beat. You know what I mean? And I want to know what I could do with that, but I'm gonna try to see if I could pick out different little things as I'm learning still on the beat program. I'm working on a side beat, official one, using a sample from a song already that's out. Jack's song, from Jack Harlow. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say the name of the song, but everybody loves the song in a way, and I'm using the sample from that I found on the tube, and I'm learning how to mix it, and I want to make my own thing from it, and that's just the first side project to that, leading towards it, because like I said, I have a couple singles I want to release on the main channel, and I already have the next promo single I'm working on, so that kind of rolls into that also as well. So not just working on those kind of gritty type, blue collar working kind of beats that I'm working on. They're leaning towards the fact of also the promo singles I'm working on in the same time. So it's like a mix between both is what I'm doing for those next set of beats that I have coming soon, because they're gonna be really special and they're gonna be really fun. I just don't know how I'm gonna put those beats together, but there's gonna be lots of fun and everything like that. So no, don't worry if the beat doesn't sound too raw or too choppy or too messed up or whatever. Just focus on the idea where I was trying to go with the beat. So that's the only thing I could say. Don't give me any hate on those beats. I try my best because, like I said, I'm still learning how to use the beat pad. I want to use the different dials on it. I'm knowing how to use the piano now. I figured out how to learn to use the piano part of the beat pad. I just want to know how I could now make the chords the way I want to for the pad. So that's the other thing I'm really excited for to now. How can I now put them both together? I learned the pad part, how to make the beats, and I know how different swings and different tempos and different sound effects to add. And then I learned how to do that the same way, but with the piano. And I figured out how to get the audio back. So that's another fun thing too. So basically, you guys are gonna hear now. I'm able to play with the audio differently, and that's the fun part. And I already did that, like I said, with the Jack Harlow type sample thing I'm working on right now. I figured out how to like now tweak the different formats of the audio, and it's gonna be lots of fun. So now let me see if I can learn how to do that in the future. But for right now, the main thing is though, now that I learn how to get the audio back, if I mess up on the piano part or the beat part on the pads, I can put them together the other way now using the beat pad. So now I can do that. So that's the main focus that I'm working on, and what's going to be the next part for that with the concepts going forward. So that's basically the whole part of me learning the beat pad, and I'm super excited and I'm having lots of fun. And if you read the description box of each of the vids here on the beat channel, oh crap, I clicked on Spotify. I did not mean to, because I got Spotify open here on the studio computer. Let me click on, just go back to the beat here. Let me see. So if I click on, let it load for a second. What do you call it? If I click on this, what do you call it? If you read the facts section, because you're gonna see the true name of the beat that I worked on. You'll see the true name. If you go in the description box down below, you will see the tags and everything I have set. But underneath my stuff where I have the stuff set for the beats, you'll see the full official name that I couldn't type out here at the top, you will see it here in the description box down below. And then under that, you will see basically little facts, like little insight or footnotes, as you would say, about what I was thinking about when I created the beat. So you guys will see that at the end or in the bottom of the description box down below. And then you see where I put the timestamps of where the song would kind of go. Like, is it a hook verse hook kind of thing? Is it a hook verse bridge hook outro kind of thing? Or be like an intro verse outro kind of thing or whatever. So I have little concepts of what to do with the beats and how to play around with them. You guys will see that there, and then you could see my link to follow me on socials. I finally found a link to summarize all my stuff together instead of having like a boatload of extra links and tabs and stuff like that, because it's a lot. But I rather have that showing instead of having just this, because if I do this, it feels like not a lot of people will click on this to go to my other links, but it's helpful the other way regardless. So, and if not, you will see it right here, like spread across the channel this way right here. I figured that out the other day, so that's that. But like I said, you will see me talk about like little things in the footnotes here about how I learned the beat, or what I use, or what I changed, or what I added, and what's real and what's not real from the beat. So that's kind of like the important thing of the beat channel for that. So I really love that so much. And then also as well, going to the main channel here for a second, the Ultra 85X reaction vid is out on the channel. The next episode we're going to be talking about, I think, am I saying that right? Yeah, episode 4 of the podcast, we're going to be talking about Ultra 85 and my music. So we're going to be on the main channel here. The first beat live stream also well was shown here on the main channel. So that was really special. So the beat channel first live stream was me messing around with the beat pad, trying to figure out what to do. It's on the main channel for you guys to go check out. So that's supposed to basically show you what the beat channel was supposed to be. So now that I'm on the beat channel, I'm going to be doing the first beat live stream sometime. I don't know when, but I got to figure that out and everything. But yeah, that's that. And that's just one last thing I wanted to get over, you guys, and let you guys know what's what for, excuse me, for the beat channel and what's coming in the future and what's important that way. And for the beat channel, why I'm doing all these cyberpunk themed concepts like this one here I did, Before You Lie to Me, type beat, and the one that I got coming out, that's City of Dreams, and the one that you see already on the channel, cyberpunk kind of beat. And then I have another one coming out later at some point down the line. It's going to be on the beat channel here. I could just tell you the name of it. I'm not going to show you it, but it's called Cyberpunk Sunset. And you see the first beat I did was like a 15-second little beat. It's called Robot Reboot, and that was during the time process when Bob released the mixtape Ultra 85, which I showed you guys just a second ago. So that's that. So between all of that and stuff like that I have planned for the beat channel and what's coming in the future, and what's coming in the future here on the main channel here with the music that I have planned the same way on both sides. So the beat channel is a reflection of the main channel here with everything I have, and why I haven't released much on the main channel here after I did the Ultra 85 reaction vid, and I did the Overthinking first single on the main channel, and I did my promo vid for Glitch with my sponsorship. So don't worry, more music is coming soon and everything. It's just really hard for me to work on anything big right now for that aspect on the main channel. It's just really hard the other way that I got to do all this stuff by myself. Regardless, also as well, trying to make the beats and try to slim down on spending Uncle Sam on beats, but that's just me. But I do have, like I said, the next promo single and stuff like that coming soon, and the next set of stuff coming soon also as well for the main channel, with also this project of the podcast being what it is. And yeah, that's that. But it's your boy Hollywood Ghost, the rapper, here on YouTube, and you see my government name, Rohan, and also known as Mr. XP on the gaming channel. You can call me Stolen, or you can call me Mr. XP on the gaming channel. And yeah, I see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching this episode. of Open Sounds with Hollywood Ghosts, and I see you guys in episode 4 of the podcast. And big shout out also well to Dumbfoundead for inspiring me to make the podcast here, Open Sounds with Hollywood Ghosts, here on the Beat channel. And this is unscripted, so don't worry about the podcast episodes being scripted or anything. This is off the wrist, off the cuff, and everything, just straight me being who I am. So no music, no nothing, just me showcasing my music and talking about certain things in general ways. And yeah, I see you guys in the next one. Please like and subscribe here to the podcast. It helps out a lot. I see y'all later.